Wake up, Neo. Matrix has you.
What? Wait, I'm not Neo.
Hello and welcome to another episode of TSF Reviews. Today we're going to be taking on the Matrix Resurrection? Matrix 4. Yeah.
Resurrection.
A movie that should not have been made, but they still decided to go ahead and make it. And when they make something so meta, it becomes annoying. Like, they break the fourth wall so much that you're just like, okay. It feels like that for me. What are your initial thoughts about this, JD?
It's very mixed. They didn't have any reason to make it because they ended it. And the last one was Revolutions, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Third one. And the way it was so bad, they shouldn't have gone with it with the approach to make a fourth one. But this movie was very mixed. Yani, it flopped in the box office. For me, it was like meh in the beginning. In the end, it was like, okay, that's good enough. So I don't know. It's mixed.
Okay, fair enough. It is a mixed. Like, if you look at it, is it like the original Matrix? No, it doesn't capture that feeling anymore. But is it a continuation to the story and what the story is supposed to envision? You can say that. How technology and it just I don't know how to explain it in words,
It kind of ruins it in a few points. Yani, the two major points which ruins the movie is I'll sum it up into one sentence, which is replacement of Agent Smith and Morbius.
Okay. So that's your first issue. My issue along with that was making Trinity the one. Now there are two ones. What? It's like the actors are too old for this. And okay, look, let's just go with what we didn't like. Number one, I didn't like Neo in this movie at all. He looks like he's doing that whole John Wick thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's in his contract not to cut his hair or anything, but it looks bad at this point. I mean, he's used the same haircut and hairstyle and beard style in like what? Cyberpunk. He's used it in a video game. He used it in Crazy Rich Asians. Was he in that movie? He used it in one of those movies. He's used it in a lot of movies, and now it's annoying to see the whole John Wick thing come in, even though it's not even a John Wick franchise. Just like, bro, what is this? And he didn't even do any major kung fu this movie. I know he's old, he's getting older, and yeah, but we have stuntmen for that, okay? And we have good CGI and all that. We could have made something work. He's just using. He thought he was in Star Wars. He's using the Force to just push things. Just like. And like, bro, what is that? What is that, yo?
Yeah.
As for the Morpheus thing and Agent Smith was badly casted.
Yeah.
Morpheus, they explain why he does not look like how he's supposed to look. ठीक है. And Yahya Abdul Mateen, he's done a good job.
No, the thing is, they explained why Smith doesn't look the same as well, actually.
Yeah, but then it's like.
But it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Why does Neo look the same?
Yeah, exactly. No, Neo has to look the same, right? But everyone else, it doesn't make sense, to be very honest. And they had potential, yo. They genuinely had potential to make something really, really good, something nostalgic, something that would, because of how the old stories went, right? They'd reboot the Matrix every time there would be a new one, and then the war continues and the cycle continues.
Yeah.
They could have done something like that. Okay, if they wanted to have a woman one, which is not a problem, a lot of movies have great women leads and they do it fantastically. Some movies do not. That's something else. They could have had Neo as the previous one, where he's not the main focus, right? You have a new franchise, you have a new trilogy, new actress, new lead, but then he's like a mentor to her.
I think they could have done it with Bugs. Bugs was a really good
Exactly.
main role.
And Bugs
And
was
we
the
know
only
Bugs
character that stood out.
from
Yes.
we know Bugs from the Marvel franchise, the famous Colin.
Yeah.
So I mean, she had the potential to be the one.
She had potential, genuine potential.
Yeah.
Okay. And if not Morpheus, you could have had the guy who plays Morpheus, Yahya Abdul Mateen, you could have had him as Morpheus's son.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like there's a lot of potential that you could have done with this story. And I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like they did justice. But at the same time, the way
They did.
they handled the meta-ness of this with the fourth wall breaking and how they're
Yeah,
they're
how
in.
Kojaku is playing like the double agent.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what other franchise is allowed to do this, right? Remember
Yeah.
when we watched the first Matrix and we thought like, oh, everything's a simulation now, and we were kids and we were just like, yo, we gotta do that bullet
No,
time.
but
And
this kind of explained it. Yani,
hmm,
if you look at the movie in another perspective, now that we're older, this kind of explains the whole game situation, like it's defined in the start of the movie, that it's a game made by Keanu, yani Neo.
yeah,
It's all a game, and he's put characters in, and it's not real. But at the same time, at the end, they reveal that that's the real thing. The real life Neo, who's a programmer, isn't real. So that was kind of
mm,
But I mean, it was kind of mixed. I don't get a few things. One thing which they explained was the pills.
yeah,
They explained in this movie that they don't really make sense.
hmm.
That's it's like a lie. Whichever pill you choose, it's gonna happen the same way.
I may have missed that part.
Yeah, they revealed this. Second of all, Neil Patrick. Half of the movie, I'm just guessing who the hell he is. But they reveal that he's the archivist, but at the same time he can be the analyst as well. So I mean, if
Yeah. You remember that character from the second movie, the architect, the Baba with the
yeah,
TV screens, and he's like, and yeah, I
in the
think they,
hotel room type
yeah,
thing.
exactly, and I think this is supposed to be the new version of that.
Yeah, because archivists basically are derived from the machines, and they help out, give the archives to everyone who wants to have it. They're like neutral in a way, so they want something in return. That's it.
Hmm.
But it's okay.
Eh,
That was okay.
hmm.
The part which I hated was, why did they bring Sati into this? Were they making it more diverse by bringing in Priyanka Chopra for some odd reason?
She was the little girl from the older
She was a
movie.
little girl, I get
Yeah.
it. But even then, they say that their parents were two programs merged together and somehow made Sati, and she wasn't wanted, and this and that. She's a mistake. But where was she? Yani she disappeared, and then she reappeared. Like, and all of them just listened to it.
Yeah, it was a little too convenient. Like she comes in and everyone's like, "Yeah, we trust you." I mean, we the audience, we know that she is the little girl from part 2 and
Yeah,
part 3, right? Or just part 3.
I think only one part, I believe.
All right. But she's at the end of the third movie. I know that because she's with the
Yeah.
Oracle. They're looking at the sunrise and all that. It's a brand new day, stuff like that. Yeah, but then the characters in the movie, they were a little too quick to trust her. And her
Yeah,
plan and all that. Also, why was Neo and Trinity kept in their pods right there next to each other. Like, why? What? I mean, I'm not gonna get into that.
Okay,
This
one reference in which the archivist Neil Patrick, he was the
yeah,
archivist, right? I think he was the analyst.
the
Sorry,
analyst.
he is the archivist, but he is the analyst in this movie. One thing which he revealed was they took a lot of Neo and Trinity were very expensive.
Yeah,
Now
to rebuild.
some of you, well, some of us, because I studied this stuff, so I know what he meant. But they didn't reveal it what he meant in the movie. What he actually meant was they took a lot of energy for him to do, which is basically Matrix is a computer program, and for the computer program to work, they need a lot of energy and RAM and this and that. That's a very expensive procedure, blah blah blah. Just keeping it out of the way. The other thing was, yeah, you just go on, then I'll say the rest.
No, I just wanted to say that your computer degree is really helping you out here, huh?
Also, what about the other agents? They were like useless in a way.
Absolutely useless. Absolutely useless.
Besides,
Especially,
besides Square, all of
Mhm.
them were useless.
Yeah, they
Plus,
were.
the change which they made, yani, in
Mhm.
this movie, is the mirror, which is a portal. In the
Yeah,
previous movie, it was a phone booth.
yeah,
So I think they made it easier for them to yani, who will find a phone booth in this era anyway.
yeah. Exactly. So they went with mirrors, which makes sense. And then this time, the thing I did like is they made everyone an agent potentially. Like everyone is now connected. There's a swarm thing. So like instead of sending one agent, they could just send unlimited number of people. But then here's the thing: those people, those programs are connected to human minds, right?
Yeah.
In the real world where they're still in pods. Doesn't that make them brain dead at that point?
Ah, kind of. But they didn't reveal it. Yani, they didn't reveal that uh, they were actually human beings. Like in a way, what they said is like Neo has built a game in which he has made specific characters, and some of them are built on real life personalities, while some of them are just random.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be like San Andreas or Vice City or something like that. That the pedestrians are just filler.
NPCs. Okay, I get it. That works. You want to add anything more, or should we move on to ratings?
Uh, I just want to add one thing more,
Mm-hmm.
which is I don't think they should make a Matrix 5.
No,
And
definitely not.
just give it a rest. That's what I will say. And that's it, I believe. Now, on to the ratings, I believe now.
Sure. Let's go with our ratings.
I, I give it a 6.5. I was giving it a 4 halfway down the movie,
Mm-hmm.
but the ending was good. So it kind of made sense. So I will give it a 6.5. But if they release a Matrix 5, I'll probably not even watch it at this point.
True. True. Even this one, I was like, I didn't really want to watch it. It's like we had to, you know. But it was
All
like
right.
I looked at it, I'm like, I'm not. I didn't even watch the trailers. I saw that
I
one
didn't.
picture, and I'm like, it looks
I just watched.
interesting, and I'll see if it has good reviews. But I'm not gonna watch it in cinema because I didn't watch it in cinema. I watched it, on HBO Max, and yeah, I mean, it was all right. I had it as a 7 throughout the movie. 6.5 I want to come down to because of the ending. I did not like how Trinity becomes the one. Okay, if you want to have a one, make a new one. Don't bring someone else from the past and then make them the one. No, that doesn't work. And now you have
It
two.
must be the one.
Yeah, well, now you have two ones. Like, what's this? Someone's math is not adding up over here.
Let's make a petition for it.
No, please. Oh. Okay, so what's that? That's
6.5, I
6.5
think.
from you, 6.5 from me. 6.5 is more than ample and more than fair for this movie. I don't think they can go any higher or lower, actually, to be very fair.
Yeah.
6.5, very decent score. Um, if you've watched this movie, let us know what you think of in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in Matrix 5? Maybe? Yes? No? Let's see. Bye.